That's a good feature.
We're back at Fernwood Resort and Country Club here in Bushkill, Pennsylvania, as Top Rank and Fisticuff Productions, in association with Budweiser, the king of beers, proudly present Top Rank Boxing's main event. Our judges, Harold Letterman, Jackie Castellani, and David Greer. In the ring at this time, the man in charge of the scheduled 10-round super middleweight bout, referee Frank Cappuccino. And now, my good friends, introducing the principals. First in the red corner, wearing the Army fatigue trunks. He weighed in at an even 165 pounds. All the way from Caimito, Rio Piedras, Puerto Rico. He is the IBC middleweight champion. He has 25 wins, 9 losses with 19 knockouts. Ladies and gentlemen, here is Daniel Popeye Garcia.
And there's Daniel Garcia, the International Boxing Council super middleweight champion. And I think it was Boulware, in fact, beat for that, although since they're not recognised, it's difficult to confirm it.
From Ann Arbor, Michigan. He has 37 wins, no losses, 2 draws, with 25 knockouts. He is the IBF Super Middleweight Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, here is James Lights Out Toney.
And there's James Toney, known as Lights Out.
Toney.
And that's his manager, Jackie Callan. So, the IBF champion against the IBC
gentlemen.
champion.
You were both given your instructions. Both of you touch gloves. Come on.
And James Toney always goes in with so much attitude, doesn't he? Pro now since October 1988. And I think personally he's a lucky man not to have a blemish on his record. 37 wins, 2 draws. One of those draws, of course, was Mike McCallum. Another one was Sanderline Williams. And I must admit, I was one of the few that thought that McCallum deserved the nod on the 2 occasions they met. So, round 1. And Daniel Pizarro Garcia in those camouflage trunks from Puerto Rico. And it's Tony always thought, Tony Connections thought he had the ability, and they got in touch with matchmakers all over the country and asked to get Tony a meaningful fight, so they brought him in to face Murphy Souza in January of '91, expecting Souza to turn him over. Tony won that one, put him on the road in fact. Eventually led to his title shot against Michael Nunn for the IBF Middleweight Championship a couple of fights later, and the rest is history. Knocked out Nunn in 11, stopped him in 11. Outpointed Reggie Johnson, first defence. And then was grossly overweight when he boxed and defended the title in Italy against Francesco Della Chia. It looked pretty devastating when he put the punches together. There came that draw with McCallum. And then very controversial win over Dave Taveri in New Jersey. And that, in fact, launched a federal investigation.
Let him go, let him go, let him go,
into
Daniel.
boxing. Glenn Wolfe was then beaten. And then the rematch with Mike McCallum in Reno. And I must admit, I thought Reno won, McCallum won that one too. But then he looked to business, beating Iran Barkley for the super middleweight title in 9 rounds. That was it, only in February of this year. Seems like a long time ago now to me. And then the 2 Thomases, Ricky and Glenn, beaten back to back in the last 2 fights. Garcia, well, who's boxed most in the light middle come middleweight division. Tall, over 6 foot. Fought Jorge Maisonette in his 3rd fight back in '84, was stopped in 4 rounds, but actually beat subsequent occasions. Maisonette, of course, a former world welterweight title challenger, beaten by Simon Brown, I believe. He's also fought Glenn Wolfe, one of Tony's opponents, and was stopped in 4 rounds by Wolfe. And that's about it. Of course, the match that everyone's talking about, is with Roy Jones, and I fancy Jones to beat Toney. I think he's got the mettle. James Toney's immediate or ultimate plan is to win world title at 4 weights. He wants to step up at light heavy after this, after his reign as super middleweight champion, and then up to the cruiserweight division. If he follows Iron Barkley, he'll be a heavyweight before long. So, first round over. Looks like James Toney has taken that one. I'm trying to think who we featured. Yes, we did. We in fact featured Garcia against Lamar Parks. And that was his last fight in June. Lovely uppercuts. And the odd thing about James Toney's career, he's great for the IBF, and consequently the IBF are great for James Toney. They're trying to bend over backwards. And they seem to have this unwritten policy of, in the event of a close round, they score in favour of the champion. And that seems to me rather bizarre, rather perverse in fact. That's why, of course, Mike McCallum failed to win. Some of the rounds were close, but they all were scored in favour of James Toney. I suppose if you're a good servant of your organisation, they're a good servant to you. And consequently, Toney has had weight problems, but they seem to have shut their eyes to those as well. But that does detract from the fact that he's actually a very good fighter. One mean man. And only 24 years of age. So he's got it all in front of him. And the record of Garcia stretching back now 10 years. 25 wins, just 9 losses. And he's stopped 19 opponents. James Toney unbeaten in 39 fights, 2 draws, 25 stoppage wins. So not the lights out he thinks he is. A dozen men have so far lasted the full route. And he's with the right connections, Toney. They're mega rich, the Callans. And all sorts of wonderful cars and racehorses and property and you name it. I wouldn't mind it if she managed me. We've seen Toney in a few fights where he's actually won them with ease and at his own pace. And he does get wound up when he gets caught. And James Toney, I'm sure, he's got Jewish blood in him. He wears that Star of David on the left leg. Body punch. They hurt. That one looked a bit low. He's so arrogant, isn't he? But it's fun. It's fun if you're James Toney anyway, or a Toney supporter, but it does wind people up. He's got a bad press for his arrogance over the years. Pro now for nearly 5 years, James Toney. And I've got a feeling that streak of arrogance, although it's what's actually kept him at the top, it could well be his undoing in the end, especially if he faces a man like Roy Jones, who punches at 1,000 miles an hour, and with such great power as well. Might actually end up to be a pretty dull fight against Roy Jones because neither man would be taking any risks. So we've got 2 gone. And this one is scheduled for 10, of course, non-title fight. Toney from Ann Arbor in Michigan. Lots of Toney's opponents are thoroughly intimidated before they get into the ring with him. Pre-fight press conferences, etc. He's got this very dry, threatening, menacing attitude. When James Toney's overweight, it does show, doesn't it? You can see that roll of fat there around the top of the waistband of his trunks. I mean, it looked awful when he fought the Italian, Garcia. But it does belie the fact that he can fight. I've got the feeling that Garcia doesn't want to chance his arm too much here. He starts getting confident. James Toney really put him in his place. Not a bad round so far for Garcia. He's going to pay for this, I'm sure. James Toney laid back. Now going to work. Well, Garcia had his moments throughout that round. But rip-roaring punches from James Toney probably put him back in control to give him a slight edge. I'm inclined, in fact, to go levels on that one, but here's that final barrage of punches from Toney. They didn't all get through on the target, but enough of them did, I'm sure. Like that. So 3 rounds gone, and so far we've seen most colours of James Toney in the 3 rounds we've had. Round 4, scheduled for 10. The reigning IBF super middleweight champion in the black trunks. And I think this is his 3rd consecutive non-title fight. In fact, it's his 4th consecutive non-title fight. The last title fight defense was against, last title fight was against Iran Barkley. Big bad Iran, taken to town and given a beating by Toney. And he wasn't too flattering about Barkley either going into the fight.
Break.
Shades of the pot calling the kettle black when James Toney was referring to Iran Barkley as being ugly. He's no wall painting himself. So now it looks like Danny Garcia is going to pay for his impertinence. He's trying to win a round here against Toney.
You don't keep it open.
Pacino there, just telling Garcia to shut the glove. And lovely body punches from Toney. Down goes Garcia. Two lovely lefts dug in there in the ribs. Took a 9 count. And once again, James Toney punishing into the body. And if you've ever been, well, I was just about to say, if you've ever been hit in the body, but suddenly James Toney claims a low blow. They hurt severely, body punches. And if they're 6 inches low, of course, they hurt even more. Taking a point away now from Garcia's score. Not that he's going to, I think that's going to be academic, ultimately. That's the second time he's caught Toney low. It's presumably because he throws those body punches rather wide. Needs to be shorter. Ooh, and well, we've got a bit of overtime here. And James Toney doesn't care who he hits. No one wants to get involved with James Toney. Whew. Anyway, that's a 10-8 round for him. Does that point deduction as well. And you saw the Garcia cornermen. Well, I'm still giggling about that, I must admit. It's that body shot. In fact, the follow-up punch actually caught him on the arm.
I want to disqualify him, I want to tell you right now.
And Frank Cappuccino there just telling the Garcia corner. If he keeps throwing those low shots, he's going to chuck him out. Oh, look at that.
Now look, if he continues to do that, I want to disqualify him, I want to tell you right now.
And James Toney, menace personified. So into the 5th. Oh, Garcia rattled badly and hurt with the left hook to the body in round 4. Had a point deducted as well. So he lost the round, he got decked and had a point. That's a 10-7 round, not a 10-8 round. He lost the round, he got decked and had a point deducted. So, mile behind now. Frank Cappuccino once again calling for Garcia to close his gloves, but the problem is Garcia is now more intent on defending himself than he is on punching, and consequently a larger space catches punches better. We've seen it all before though. We've seen men we thought were unbeatable and they've been knocked off their pedestals. Look at Tyson against Buster Douglas. And someone will come up and knock Toney off his perch, and it might be an absolute nobody. It's inevitable. It's the way of the world. It's not going to be Garcia, though, I don't think. And the chances are he'll bitch about it long and hard when it does happen, as I'm sure it will. And that's the spite of James Toney, going for that soft, painful part of the body. James Toney standing there almost saying, go on, hit me if you like, and if you do, I'm going to really thump you. And consequently, Garcia in two minds about throwing a punch at all. And Garcia almost begging to be knocked out here. He's getting severely punished. It might not look it to you, but because it's subtle. But it might be subtle, but it's also severe. James Toney is really thumping those body punches home. And he's torturing Garcia mentally as well. Might just look like an average run-of-the-mill workout for Toney, but it's not. It's much more than that.
All right.
I wish I could articulate it more. But there you are, sorry. Should have had a better education. Should have listened when I was at school. That will come as a surprise to most of you that I went at all.
Also, former 1976 Olympic gold medalist and lightweight contender Howard Davis Jr. A large round of applause.
Howard Davis Jr. in the audience here. What a disappointment he was. Fantastic amateur in 76. Turned pro because he didn't want to fight me. Anyway, here we go then. Another one. Round 6 of a scheduled 10. The baddest man on the planet, James Toney, in the black, the IBF super middleweight champion. Once again, going through the painful motions against the Puerto Rican Daniel Garcia. He hasn't won a round yet, and he's a mile behind. Oh, Toney there, say, go on then, hit me. A bit of trouble ringside. Nothing for you to worry about. You can hear it going on though. And maybe I think Garcia's corner said, look, don't throw any punches, he might not hurt you. James Toney ain't built like that. If and when the finish comes, it's likely to be a body shot that does it. And that looked like a slightly low shot again.
Keep it close, man. Huh? Keep it close.
Great way of words, Frank Cappuccino. Caught Toney on the chin then. And Toney seems to think it's such a liberty for a man to land a punch. I hope Garcia has been well paid for this torture.
Great, great.
Oh, something right to the head then. And Garcia in a bit of bother here now in the 6th round. There's not much left. Leading left took missed by about 3 inches, but that would have been a tremendous punch had it landed. Well, that's probably the most commanding round that Toney's had so far. Not physically necessarily, but he really has put Garcia in his place. I think it's all over. He doesn't want to carry on. And I must admit, I don't blame him. Looks like the corner have retired him. Well, he's retired himself. Yep, he has. So James Toney wins at the end of 6. So that's going to go down as a retirement. And they're not enjoying the capitulation of Garcia, but I tell you something, most of the people that are booing would not have even got in there in the first place.